Hello, and welcome back to Wise Relation. Today we will be discussing 10 tips to help you find your motivation. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to get more videos just like this. Number 1. Put your goal on the calendar. When you want to achieve something, put it on the calendar. This may seem like a simplistic strategy, but it is often effective. After all, if you don't schedule time for a task, it's unlikely to get done. It's especially important to use this strategy when your goal is personal and motivation is hard to come by. You need to find ways to make your goal feel important and urgent. One way to do this is by tying your goal to an event or date that is already important to you. For example, if you're trying to lose weight, mark down the date of your high school reunion on your calendar and make sure you're looking good by then. Making your goal feel concrete and specific can also help increase motivation. Number 2. Make working toward your goal a habit. It can be easy to get discouraged if your goal seems too lofty or if you don't see immediate progress. But remember that Rome wasn't built in a day, and you didn't achieve your current level of success overnight. Working steadily and consistently toward your goal is the key to achieving it. And the good news is that making working toward your goal a habit is something that you can start doing today. To make working toward your goal a habit, find your personal motivation for wanting to achieve it. This could be anything from wanting to provide a better life for yourself and your family, to feel passionate about the work you do. Once you know what's motivating you, focus on taking small steps each day that will move you closer to your goal. Number 3. Plan for imperfection. We all want to be perfect. We want to have the perfect job, the perfect spouse, the perfect house, and the perfect life. But what if there is no such thing as perfection? What if we are just chasing a dream that doesn't exist? The truth is that perfectionism can hold us back from achieving our goals. It can make us procrastinate because we're never satisfied with our work. It can cause us to be critical of ourselves and others, which can lead to stress and unhappiness. So how do we overcome perfectionism and find happiness in our lives? The first step is to find your personal motivation. What drives you to succeed? Is there a need for approval from others, the desire to be the best, or maybe you simply love learning and challenging yourself? Number 4. Set small goals to build momentum. When it comes to accomplishing goals, it can be helpful to break them down into smaller chunks. This helps build momentum and keeps you on track. When your goal is big and intimidating, it can be tough to know where to start. By taking it one step at a time, you make progress more manageable. Start by identifying your personal motivation for wanting to achieve the goal. What is your driving force? Once you know why you want to achieve that goal, focus on setting small goals that will help get you there. This could be anything from completing a specific task within a certain time frame or making a certain amount of progress each day or week. Breaking your overall goal down into these smaller steps will help keep you motivated along the way, and seeing tangible progress will give you the encouragement you need to keep going. Number 5. Track your progress. If you want to stay on track with your fitness goals, it's important to find your personal motivation. Everyone is different, so what motivates one person may not work for someone else. Here are a few ideas to help get you started. Find a friend or group to train with. Having someone to hold you accountable for can be a great way to stay motivated. Set tangible goals, such as losing a certain amount of weight or completing a certain number of workouts per week. Create a fitness plan and stick to it. This will help you stay organized and motivated. Find an activity that you enjoy, such as running, biking, or swimming. This makes staying active much more fun and less like a chore. Number 6. Reward yourself for the little wins as well as the big ones. When you think about it, many of us are motivated by rewards. Whether it's a pat on the back from a colleague, a well done from our boss, or an acknowledgement from a loved one. We all like to be rewarded for our efforts, and that's a good thing. Rewarding yourself for your accomplishments is a great way to stay motivated and achieve your goals. But what about rewarding yourself for the little wins? We all have them, those small accomplishments that we sometimes take for granted. Maybe you made it through your day without any major mishaps. Or maybe you completed a task that you had been procrastinating on. Whatever your personal victory may be, it's important to take the time to celebrate it. Number 7. Embrace positive peer pressure. Peer pressure is often viewed in a negative light, but new research suggests that positive peer pressure may be the key to success. A study by the University of Chicago found that when young adults were encouraged by their peers to eat healthily and exercise, they were more likely to stick to their goals. This isn't the first time that positive peer pressure has been shown to be effective. A study from the University of Rochester found that students who were part of a study group were more likely to get good grades than those who studied alone. So how can you use positive peer pressure to achieve your own goals? The first step is finding your personal motivation. What drives you? Is it a desire to fit in or be accepted by your peers? Is there a need to feel strong and capable? Or do you simply want to look and feel good? Number 8. Practice gratitude, including yourself. Gratitude is defined as the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. When it comes to our personal motivation, Gratitude may be one of the most important emotions we can experience. It helps us connect with others, feel happier and more satisfied with our lives, and motivates us to be more giving and helpful. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who frequently expressed gratitude were more likely to have higher levels of happiness and satisfaction with their lives, as well as better physical health. The study also found that gratitude increased resilience in the face of stressors. So how can we cultivate a grateful attitude? One way is to keep a gratitude journal in which you write down things for which you are grateful each day. Number 9. Do some mood lifting. To get into a good mood, many people might listen to music, read an uplifting book, or spend time with friends. But what if the root of the problem is a lack of personal motivation? There are many ways to find your personal motivation. One way is to sit down and make a list of things you want to do in life. Once you have that list, make another list of the steps you need to take to achieve those goals. Then it's time to get started. Take one step at a time and don't be discouraged if there are bumps in the road. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your dreams won't come true overnight either. Persevere, and before you know it, you'll be well on your way to reaching your goals. Number 10. Change your environment. It's not always easy to find your personal motivation, but it is possible. You may need to change your environment in order to do so. Some people find that they work best in a quiet environment, while others need some background noise. Some people need total silence, while others find inspiration in music. The important thing is to figure out what works for you and then create an environment that allows you to thrive. If you're not happy with your current job, look for one that has an environment that is more suited to your needs. If you can't find a job that meets your needs, create your own workspace at home that is conducive to productivity. Maybe you need to paint the walls green or install a fountain so you can hear the sound of running water while you work. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and be sure to turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.